Before heading to the video, if you haven't subscribed the channel, do subscribe it and don't forget to click the bell icon for the latest update notification. If you like the video, do like, comment and share. Stay tuned with learnbay.co. Happy learning!
So, what is an identifier? What is an identifier?
Space one.
Identifier, sorry. Sorry,
It's a space maintained when code.
your voice is not audible.
Different line.
Yes,
Giving the
Karthik.
space, giving the space while coding.
See, identifier is basically a name given to a variable, function, class, or any type of object. Okay. So identifier is nothing but a name with which you identify something. Okay. So why we write a program? To get some task done. While doing that task, you create different kind of data. You take the help of different kind of data. Let's say if you'll talk about data analysis, right? Let's say if someone is filling the form, okay, and you are saving it in the database in the backend side. Okay. So if he is filling the form, he is giving his name, mobile number, email ID, age, gender, and all those things, right? So all these things, when he is giving, you have to store it in the some variables, so that if you want to do some processing at the backend and then you want to save it to the database, you need to store those data in some variable or in some name, so that you can refer it back. Okay, you cannot simply keep it, because if you will not refer something with some name, how you will be able to access it? So we need to give some name to that data, and whenever you give some name to that, let's say whenever you give a name to a variable or function or class or object, then we say it is an identifier. Now there are few set of rules you have to follow while defining an identifier. Okay, so what are those rules? The allowed characters in defining the identifiers are is capital A to capital Z and small a to small z. Okay, these are the allowed characters. 0 to 9 are allowed. Okay, underscore is also allowed. Okay, what is not allowed? What is not allowed? So not allowed is special character is not allowed. Okay, that is the first thing. And digits are not allowed at the beginning. Digits are not allowed at beginning. Okay, so these are the set of rules. Another thing is you should not start your identifier, or you should not have reserved words as your identifier. Okay, now what all reserved words we have, we will have a look at it. So these all are the restrictions, or these all are the rules which you have to follow. Okay, one more thing is Python is case sensitive. Python is case sensitive. Now, what is case sensitive? So let's discuss about this. First, let's discuss about case sensitive. What is case sensitive? So let's say if you are taking two identifier, two variables. One is age. Okay. So this is small age. Age is equal to, you are taking 14. Okay. And then next you are taking age. Age you are taking is equal to 65. Okay. So in this case, this age with the small case letters and age with the capital case letters, these are the two different identifiers. Okay, so we say it is a case sensitive. Okay, so if you are taking a same identifier name, okay, means all the characters are similar and at the same position, but they are case sensitive, means one is at small and one is at in the smaller case, then these are the two different variables. If you will print only small age with the small case letters, and age with the capital case letters, then the value will be different. Let's say if you are printing the first value, so a first one will give you 14 and second one will give you 65. Okay, so these are the two different variables. Okay, now what I said, all the number, all the everything is allowed, like a to z 0 to 9 and underscore is allowed, right? So let's see that. Let's say I have taken age. Age is equal to 10 is allowed. Age 3 is equal to 19 is allowed. A3GE is equal to 20 is allowed. Okay, but you cannot start your identifier name with a number. So 3 age is equal to 29 is not allowed. Okay, so if you will run till line number 3, everything is fine. Line number 4 will give you the error. You can see there is error at line number 4. Okay, so this you could not start your identifier name with a number. Okay, now the next one is you cannot have the special character. So let's say age dollar, or let's say currency dollar is equal to 100. If I'm writing, this will not be allowed. Again, it will give you the error. Okay, so you can see the error is coming. So special characters are not allowed in the identifier name. Means whatever variable name you are keeping, you should not keep these things. Okay, special characters. Then now you can have underscore in your identifier name. Let's say is underscore, okay, is equal to 19. If you are writing, this is allowed. Okay, similarly, let's say if you are writing a underscore ge is equal to 20, this is also allowed. Okay, if you are writing underscore age is equal to 25, this is also allowed. If you are writing double underscore age is equal to 29, this is also allowed. All these things are allowed. Okay, so if you will run this, there is no error in this. Okay, but remember these two things. Okay, remember these two things. If any identifier is starting with a single underscore, then it is called a private identifier. Okay, just for the knowledge purpose, as of now, you can keep it in your mind that it is a private identifier, and if it is starting with a double underscore, then it is strongly private identifier. Okay, now what this private identifier and strongly private identifier, this is the concept of classes and objects. Okay, and the part of module. So when you will go there, when you will understand module, when you will understand classes and objects, then probably when I will explain, then probably you will be able to understand it in a better way. But this underscore means it is a private, the access is limited, everyone cannot access it. Double underscore age is a strongly private, again the access is limited, everyone cannot access this. Okay, so these all are the different ways you can define an identifier. Now, what I said, the next part, the next part I said is you cannot have a reserved word as your identifier, right? So what all reserved words we have? First of all, we have to check this one. So to check what all reserved words we have, first of all, you have to write import keyword. Okay, and then inside this you have to write, after this you have to write keyword dot kw list. Okay, and then just print this. Now, if you will run this, so it will give you a list of keywords which are available for you to use. Like these all keywords are used for a specified purpose. Okay, and you cannot use them as your identifier name. Like if is used for writing the condition, import is to import the modules, then in is to check the membership, is to identity operator, lambda is a keyword for creating the lambda function or anonymous function. Okay, so these all are related with some specific functionality. You cannot use any one of them as your identifier name. For example, I cannot write if equal to 100. If I will try to run this, it will give me the program syntax error. So you cannot have this identifier name as your reserved words as your identifier name. Yes, you can have capital IF, because capital IF is not a keyword. So if you will run this, it will run fine. Okay, but again, it will create a problem for other programmer who will be looking at your code later point of time. So when someone simply skims through the code, so what he will understand, okay, you are writing some condition, he will not pay attention here, and then he might misunderstood something. Okay, so you have to avoid this kind of confusing situation. Never use reserved words as your identifier, whether it is small I, capital I, never use it. Okay, fine, this is one thing. Now you can start your identifier and end your identifier with a double underscore also. Let's say you can write double underscore a double underscore is equal to 100. You can write this. Okay, but remember, you try to avoid this situation also. Why? Because if, let's say, if I will write print dir str, okay, so you will see here there are a lot of functions which are available, which are starting with double underscore and ending with double underscore, and they all are built-in functions, and they are also defined for a specified purpose, right? So let's say sometime you are adding two numbers. So what you can do, you can say, okay, so let me take one variable underscore a is equal to 10, underscore b is equal to 20, and then double underscore add double underscore is equal to double underscore double, is equal to double underscore a plus double underscore b. Okay, you may do like that. Okay, but this is basically, it will create a problem. When you are writing this, when you are writing a big application, when you are developing a big application, at that time if you are doing this kind of mistake, so that will be a big problem for you, because this double underscore add double underscore is used for a specified purpose. Okay, and you cannot use it in your program. You cannot basically, what I will say in a single word, that never start your identifier with a double underscore and end with a double underscore. You don't know that someone might have used that function for a special purpose. You may say, okay, so I can take double underscore a double underscore. No one might have used it. You may not know. Someone might have used it. Okay, somewhere they might have used it. So you may not know. Okay, so generally try to avoid this kind of situation. Okay, I will give you an example. Let's say if you will write print double underscore name double underscore. Okay, so if you will use this, if you run, you can see I have not written double underscore name double underscore. I have not assigned any value. But if you will run this, it will give you main. It is giving you main. So it is this particular double underscore name double underscore variable is used for a specified purpose. Whenever you will print here, it will give you the main, because currently we are into the main function. Okay, so try to avoid this kind of situations generally. Okay, so these all are about the identifiers. Let me know if you have any question here.
Actually, I have noticed one thing. Uh, Hello?
Yes, yes, go ahead.
Yeah, while first when you printed, uh, if when we put if equal to 100, why didn't it first print the statement print of keywords.kw list? Why didn't it print? Because line by line it should execute, right?
Yeah, this, so I have commented it, no?
Uncomment it. Can you please uncomment now?
Okay,
And if state if also
okay,
small I.
okay, I,
Yeah, when we execute this, it is throwing an error.
yes.
Why didn't it first print the line? Print statement is not executed, right?
I'll tell you one thing. See, this all are the different. This is the IPYNB. Okay. So let's say if I will do the same thing in a different Python implementation. This is the .NET implementation of Python. Okay. This IPYNB is the Iron Python. It is called Iron Python. IPYNB. Okay. Iron Python notebook. Okay. I for Iron, PY for Python, NB for notebook. Okay. Now this is the .NET implementation of Python. It has been designed like that. If you will run this, it might not run the upper part. But let's say if I will write this same code here, okay, same code I'm writing here, import keyword print keyword dot kw list, and I will write if is equal to 100. Okay, now if you will run this code, so you can see here, in this case, it is created internally. Okay, this is the value which has been created. Okay, all these things, but it is not printing here. Okay, kw list. Let me write it. One minute. Let me check with the other one. Okay, yeah. So this is the syntax error, no? What error you are getting? You are getting syntax error, so it is not compiled, so it will not execute it, right?
Okay. Yeah, got it.
Yeah. So this one also the same thing. Here also you are getting the syntax error.
Yeah.
Let's say if I will remove this, I will make this.
If is a keyword, you can't use keyword as an.
No, wait a minute. Print D. Okay. If you do this, this is not a syntax error. If you will run this, then it will print. Then it is giving yes. That reason. Compilation interpretation again.
Compilation itself, it has found it's an error.
Yes, yes, yes.
Thank you.
Any other question? In this identifier?
So anything which is predefined keywords you can't use as identifier. Is that
Correct,
correct?
correct. You cannot use it as an identifier.
Okay.
Okay. No question from anyone? So tell me, you are understanding everything or you are not understanding anything? That's why you are not asking the question. Hmm? Which one is for you? Not understanding anything? Understood. Everything or nothing?
Understood all.
Okay. Good.